So now we can start working on the head. So let's go to the head and let's select this guy. It's selected and separated because before we separated it, it was one with those two at the teeth, which we don't want, and we are okay with this now. Now we can start working here. So just press 1 and go with it. So the idea here is that I want to surround the mouth with polygons, but I don't want my polygons to be too much. I want them to be enough, basically, and we'll see how it will go. Since those faces mostly will not be looked at very close range, we probably are okay. But let's add the mirror modifier and see what happens. Okay, let's add clipping and let's take the middle part and move it a little bit so it clips. Now it's fine. Let's continue. Press E, press R to rotate it because I don't want it to be too angular. Rotate it a little bit. When you work around the mouth, you want always to rotate a little bit your polygons, because otherwise, at some point, it will be difficult. And now this point has come because, yeah, I will go inside this. And let's see now. Okay, rotate. And yes, I think this will be fine. Rotate, move, extrude. By the way, this guy here, we want to add a modifier. Although he is... This is the... Yeah, let's see what happens. It's fine. I will add a multi-resolution modifier and subdivide it a couple of times just to make sure it's fine. Of course, as you can see, nothing is too refined. And if you want to refine it, of course, you have to spend more time working on it and refining it, which we don't have. And basically, you have to stop at some place. And where do you stop? We stop when you think your model is good enough for the view distance that it will be. Yeah, our view distance, I know it because I have played the games numerous times in my computer, because, you know, if you play on your phone, the view distance is even greater. And the details can even be higher, but when it's on the computer, it's a little bit different. But still, we don't use those characters for anything, like, let's try to select this guy. Okay, yes, we need to go here. Anything like, okay, let's do this. And by the way, the problem here is that this chin, beard, or whatever is not symmetrical. Everything else on the face is symmetrical, and this thing here is not symmetrical, which, let me think how to play this. I'm not happy at all. So I will select it and I will move it forward. And I will retopologize it. Come on, I selected everything. Okay. Ah, yes. We have the snap on. When we have the snap on, things got weird. So I am I'm about to do something stupid, but I have done stupidest things. So I will separate this and I will retopologize it separately. And then I will put it on the face. Yeah, I know this sounds weird, and probably some people will say, but are you crazy to make a separate mesh for this? Yes, but this will ensure that my whole face, the rest of the face will be symmetrical, which I personally want. Because, you know, the more symmetrical things we have, the better. And this will not take too much polygons to be separate. So I think, why not? I decided it just now. Nothing too much. So, yeah, let's continue with the head here. go with my mouse. There are things that you have to decide on the moment. I'll probably don't need too much polygons in this area because we don't have too much detail, so I can close it like this. Yeah, sometimes you have to just do whatever it's needed to be done. Now, in the inner part here, we can do something which will not work probably, but extrude and then scale a little bit inward. Yes, and probably we'll need... Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, I will fix it. Yeah, because when I turned on the snapping, which was not turned on, basically, some things happened. But it's okay. I'm fine with that. Because I can fix it, of course, as you can see. So now, to make the face, for me, is a little bit like a dessert, although I don't leave it for the last, because the face is the most work. Especially if we have some complex hairs like here. They're not super complex, but they have to be surrounded with polygons, and this will take time. So that's why I like to work on the face first, after the hands. I always start with the hands because they are the most annoying thing, and then the face. The face is the second most annoying thing. So, yes, I continue with it. Basically, the inner part of the mouth, we don't need to pay attention too much to it. It will be just a simple hollow thing. But I will do it since many people will say, oh, how to make a character with open mouth? A lot of people are asking this question. So I guess this should work. I mean, should answer it. It's not very difficult. You just have to make it in the high poly with open mouth, and then it's piece of... not shit, piece of cake. Maybe it's piece of something else, who knows? It's some piece, I'm not sure. Now, here it will be nice if this goes down a little bit, but in this case it won't. So I will make triangles now, because we don't need that much polygons anymore. So a few triangles will never hurt anybody, and also we will save... we'll save polygons. We'll save poly count, which is great. Always saving poly count is nice. And I, personally, approve. And of course here, let me think how I will play this. Yes, I will go like this in the middle, and then I will go here and F. Okay, this inner part of the mouth is over. Now what I like to do is go to the eyes, delete this one. You see how I just go to the next thing and I don't care about the things between, and then I will connect them, since the area around the eyes is kind of important and we have to make it as one loop. At least that's what they say. It's not exactly mandatory, but the animators will kind of approve if we do so. I have to kind of... I have spoken with our lead animator, and she told me that she's kind of shy to go on camera. But it will be nice to speak with her about those things a little bit, so... I mean, in front of the camera, of course, so she can tell from her perspective. So she's the animator. It will be very useful, I think. So tomorrow, I may ask her... She's pretty busy, since she's a lead animator, so she has a lot of meetings, not only work, but a lot of meetings. Leads always have a lot of meetings, so I don't want to be a lead and ever, since I just want to make characters. And this is my I mean, I'm happy with this. I don't want to lead a team or something. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I just like to be left alone and do characters. Or teach how to do characters. Yeah, I also do that, yeah. Sometimes I teach people. Which also is great, I like it. I'm a little annoyed that I have to do it in English, but it's okay. Now, I surrounded this, and if I have to be super good with the animators, and to make them very happy, I have to make edge looping here, which I will do, no problem. Why did I make this edge loop? Because after I made this edge loop, they will be very easily to close the eye by taking this, for example, and put it down. And they will be able to close it without too much stretching here. That's the idea of this. I will leave it. It will not take too much polygons, but the animator who will make the facial animations will probably mention my mother a little less than usual. Because it's always, I think, the animators always are mentioning the guys that are making low poly, their parents, especially the female parents, because it's normal. We cannot be perfect, and but they're doing it. I mean, whatever I do, they will manage to make animations and they will look fine. But I told you, if we want them to be happy, to make their life a little bit easier, which is a good thing for a colleague to colleague, you know. We are colleagues, and why not? If we want that, we would do as I told you and make these loops nice. Here, so I made these loops. Now the right way will be to make this a loop too. So like this. And I will do it now, but most of the time I don't do it exactly here. Now from here I don't want to do any loops. I will just continue because we don't have too much polygons. Yes, that's one of the reasons. And the other reason is that we don't have that much detail after we kind of finish with the eye itself, with the eyelids. This guy, by the way, doesn't have eyebrows. I still don't think he has eyebrows, but let's not tell anybody and we'll be fine. Yeah, they approved it. They said, okay, start the low poly. And I say, okay, let's start the low poly. People in YouTube will be extremely happy if we start the low poly at last. Because the most asked question is, okay, you're doing the high poly and stuff, but are you gonna do the low poly in YouTube? And I say, yeah, I plan to do it. Great, great, great. I will wait with impatient and everything. And yeah, now we did it. Now we started. Hopefully, until this video these videos sees the light of day, because now they are on my hard drive. And after, with the current temps, this video will be uploaded after a month, around a month, which is okay. I mean, I can upload them in one day, but, or in 2 days, or in 1 week, all of them. But why? That should be a little bit like the series, like those TV series, you know, suspense, something. Yeah, whatever. This looks fine. I thought if I would make a little bit more polygons here, but yeah, probably it will be fine. I speak from experience because I know this will be baked and stuff, and I know that probably it will be okay. And here I will start the nose. Yeah, probably this will be fine. Let's rotate it a little bit and extrude, and I will surround this plane of the nose just like this. The nose of our character, this one is pretty big, so probably a lot of polygons will go into making it. But no, it will be okay. And I'm trying always to follow the anatomy, to follow the planes of the anatomy. Because if you try to do something else, you will be punished. Not by the company or something, but later when you start to bake and everything, you will have issues. And you don't want that. Basically, you want issueless work. It's for the best. Now I constantly change with 1 and 2 between the polygons and edges. No, between the edges and vertices mostly. I don't change between polygons and edges. Polygons I almost never use. But if you for some reason want to use polygons, it's absolutely possible. But I don't know what you should use it for. Okay, this is the nose area. I will press J, and here there will be mostly triangles inside. I don't dig too much on the nose, inside the nose. And I told you, if this character is for some kind of a cinematic or something, probably we will make the inside of the nose more careful and everything, but it's not. It's for a game. It will be visible, viewed from great distance, so it's not a big deal and it's not a big issue whatever we put our polygons. Not exactly, because since it has kind of a low poly count or poly budget, let's say it's budget, yeah, budget is a great kind of thing to say. It has a low budget of polygons. We need to be careful where we put our polygons and to get the most of each polygon, which even I probably am not able to do in a full extent. But since I have kind of pretty good experience, I have done numerous characters, and by numerous, I mean probably 100, I'm not sure, but a lot. But I have to learn to say but, not but. Because, you know, there is difference. And I didn't know that there is difference until a girl in Thailand, she was not Thai girl. She was a Czech girl, I think. And I was speaking with her and she said, ha, but, how do you say but? And I said, what's the problem with but? It's but. Yeah, but it sounds like but. But. So here I'm noticing that it's very, very bad. I mean, this area is bad. It will be a problematic area. Let me just connect those and J, yes. This will make it a little bit better. But here probably I will make one triangular polygon in this area. And then I will F to here. Hopefully this will be enough. But we will see when we start to refine at the end the low poly. Always do the end step, by the way, that I will show you much later. I kind of think that this head will take me... We already have the main things here, but this head will take me at least 4 videos for 40 minutes each. So around 3 to 4 hours will be this head. Maybe even more, I'm not sure. Because of the hair. It's pretty difficult to make this kind of hair, to retopologize it. So it will take us a huge amount of time. Huge. So the whole series, I think, will be around 35 videos. Hopefully no more than that. But it could be more. We'll see. If it's more, would you watch it? Write down in the comments. Or don't. It's your choice. Of course it's your choice. This is your life, not mine. But if you write down in the comments, I'll be happy. Or not. No, I'm always happy. Almost always, by the way. These days, I have a little bit of depression, and some guy asked me, how do you deal with depression and don't want to work and stuff like this? Sometimes I can afford not to work, and just sit and read a book. For example, reading a book is a pretty nice way to escape. Also, a nice way to escape from the war things and the crisis with the virus and everything is by watching The Bachelor. Yeah, we have our Bulgarian version of The Bachelor here in Bulgaria, obviously. And it's amazingly cringy, and you just forget about everything else. It's so cringy. Cringy means, if some people don't understand, cringy means that it makes you feel so uncomfortable, like amazing. I just love it. Nothing makes you feel more uncomfortable than this, The Bachelor. One guy and like 20 girls are fighting for his heart, and it's so uncomfortable. Like, those girls, I just don't know how they live with themselves. But I admit it, you forget about everything else. I cannot stand to watch more than like 20 minutes at a time. So I watch a little bit, then I rest, then I watch a little bit, and then I rest, because it's bad. Bad in a not very good way. I mean, it's bad, but it's good, but it's bad. It's strange. It's strange. It's pretty strange, but I recommend it. Now, I will go to this guy, and I will move it inward, since we don't want it to be outward. What? Ah, okay. I again forgot that we have this. Okay. G and go back. G and okay. And then I'll select this, and again, G, going back. I don't want to have a hole in there, since this hole is serving no purpose, and it will mess up my low poly. That's why we don't want the hole as a whole. We don't want the hole as a whole. Okay, now press F. Here, select this one, press F. Don't rotate, because it started to rotate, if you don't notice, but I notice. And press F in here, and this I will connect it, this to this, M at last, and we are the best. I know. G, move it here. We'll make a triangle here, because, yes, we have to. And then from here we will have to go all the way up. I'll try to make a triangle here. Maybe it could work, maybe, hopefully. And then from here on, we will make not one, but a lot of big polygons now, since now we don't have small detail here. So we don't need small detail. Small detail. Notice the pronunciation, it's just amazing. So we don't need small detail. So we will make big polygons. Yeah. Let's select this E and go like this. I will... Sometimes I press F, but I want to press G, since those are the most used keys from my end. I press F, but I want to press G. This is just... It's even for me, since I told you I haven't made so much retopologizing in Blender. So even for me it's a little bit kind of a slow... It's not slow, I mean the speed of retopologizing without any add-ons. Like you see, I'm using nothing but just the F2 add-on, which is coming with Blender. So no expensive add-ons, and I'm managing to do it. Let's select this and pull it inward, so it touches the skin. Of course, I will remove this like this. Yes. All right. Looks amazing. And here you see this thickness is amazingly big, but nobody notices. I have no feedback for it because it will never be kind of super visible that this thickness is amazingly huge. And everybody is fine with that. They don't know yet, but they will at some time they will watch the video, but the character will be ready long before that. So the idea here is that I probably will be ready with this character for this week. So now it's Tuesday. I'll probably be ready this week, and yeah, this video will come out in 1 month. So you got my point? By then the character will have probably a lot of things, but the idea here is animations and stuff. But the idea here is that they don't watch this. I mean, they say, oh, you have a very nice channel, you have very nice videos, very useful, but they watch, if somebody like the lead artist or the art director, if they watch, they will watch just a fraction of some video, and it will never be this kind of video with the retopology, because retopology is not super artistic. I told you, we artists, and I consider myself one, I'm sorry, yeah, and we artists don't like to make this kind of technical things, but they're kind of relaxing because they don't need us to be super concentrated. We just can just do them. It's nothing too problematic. By the way, this thing here, those things are not in the center, I see, or this guy is not in the center. Let me see. Control A, all transformations. This is okay. Let's select this. Control A, on transformations. And Alt S, selection, cursor to world origin. This is okay. Yes. And now Alt S and selection to cursor. But it didn't go to the cursor, which is strange. Okay, let me press 1 and see. Yeah, this is not exactly in the center. This is more like in the center, but not completely. So they're both not completely in the center. I'll move just this like this to be more in the center. I don't need it to be... No, I will have to select it with L and move it in the center. And then I will select this with L and move it more in the center like this. Yeah, I don't need them to be perfectly perfect in the center, but at least, you know, a little bit. Now it's okay. Now I like it. So you see, we always kind of have to adjust some things. Nothing is written in stone. Nothing is... we have... even I, that have experience in everything, have to go back and do some things, as you can see. But it's very much easier if the program that you're making retopology in is the program that your high poly is in. That helps, obviously, a lot, because you can do it just like click and do it. Oops. And do it. Press G, move it. This, by the way, I could do with some cylinder, but I prefer to surround this with polygons. Hopefully it will be fine. We will not use too many polygons, since from this distance it will look almost circular, which is enough for us. And also, until now, this head is 300, almost 400 triangles. We are always triangulating. I mean, I'm not triangulating it, but the idea here is that those are triangles. So, yeah. By the way, I will tell you something which I shouldn't tell you, but maybe most people that are watching this will not be getting up to this point. I will, basically for the production for our game, after I make the low poly and the UVs, I will put this mesh in 3D Max. Just to do some things in Max which are required by our very ancient engine. normal engine shouldn't have to take this step, but our engine requires it, unfortunately. But I will skip this step with the 3D Max with these videos. I will just work however I would work here. I will make a separate file which I will put in 3D Max, and then I will use it for our game. But the separation will happen after we made the UVs, not before that. So until now, I'm working as I will work for the company. And this basically is a model for the company. It's not a random model that I found somewhere. It's model that it will be used in the game. And probably you know that already because I said that many times. This was mentioned. I mentioned that a lot. Because this is the unique part of those videos. This is the uniqueness of it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I always know what to say. That's why I'm a very successful YouTuber. Yeah, I wish. No, I don't care that much about how successful I am in YouTube. If I cared about how successful I am in YouTube, if I kind of care a lot about YouTube, what I will do is I will make shorter videos, no more than 20 minutes a video. I will make them very condensed. I will make speed ups and all kinds of things. And the algorithm of YouTube loves this kind of shorter videos that people watch a lot, that people watch a bigger percentage of. So from one video, if people are watching only 5%, which is the case, by the way, with most of my videos, the video doesn't get very recommended by YouTube algorithm because it's not very much watched. The watch time of the video is around 5%. So people are watching it. Some guy is watching 10%, some guy watching 50%, some guys watching even 100%, some guys are watching just 1 minute in the beginning, and YouTube said the overall watch time is 5% of the video. So your video will never be recommended, for example. Yeah, that's basically it. But if I make short video, so even if they watch 1 minute from a shorter video, it will be a bigger percentage. But my videos are between 30 minutes and 1 hour. I even have videos for 1 hour and a half, which I kind of avoid for certain reason, that reason. After all, the more people watch my videos, the better will be, because my income doesn't come from YouTube. I don't get any money from YouTube because I've disabled advertisement in my videos. Basically, if you see advertisement on my videos, it will be because YouTube is kind of want to do it, and probably they have rights to do it, but I don't get any money from that. So if you use ad blocker, good for you. I use by the way one, but whatever, nobody knows. The idea here is, let me see what we'll do here. Okay, now I will press K, cut in here, and then press F and continue. So the idea here is that I make money from my courses, which I sell, and I make free videos for YouTube. And then when I make a course, I have subscribers that can kind of buy my video if they like it, of course. Buy my course, yeah, buy my course if they like the course. And most of the time they do. I have a good ratings and stuff. People are liking them, which is good. I like that. Also. What? So how much? Okay, 34 minutes. We have more time. We will continue with this video. That's good. Here I'm not sure how to proceed, but when I'm not sure how to proceed, I will do something else, like this part here. I will do. This will be kind of difficult, but I will try to do it with just 1 and then 2. Probably not gonna work, I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see. it will be seen. So if you want to support me, if you're watching this video up to this point, you probably are my subscriber up to this point if you're watching this, of course. But if you're not, subscribe, because there will be more videos of this quality, amazing quality. I mean, yeah, merge with M at center, and yeah, when you subscribe and hit the bell notification icon, amazing, you will get notified when I upload a new video, or for the promo of my newest video, or whatever. But I'm not complaining. I have, maybe in the time that I released this video, I have more than 40,000 subscribers, which is, I have never thought that I will get this many people to watch my content, you know. That's pretty good. There is a girl who is making also nice videos, Aram Torkan. She's kind of new. I mean, she's not very super experienced artist, but since she's a girl, she's very kind of throughout the things, and she's making pretty useful videos that even I watch. So yeah, and she was way below my subscribers just a few months ago. I mean, a year ago. I don't know if her channel existed, but probably it existed. But now she has way over 50,000 subscribers, which is amazing, because she's making this kind of videos. But I don't mind. I mean, her videos are useful, and she's taking a lot of effort and time to teach herself how to do certain things, and then to make the videos and to teach us. Because I also learn thing or two with her videos. Which is strange, right? But we can learn from anybody. We never can be, or we can be that proud, you know, that nobody can teach me anything. But it's stupid. I mean, yeah, it's basically stupid. If you think you are very smart, you will learn from everybody. I even learn from my daughter for some things. You know? Probably some of you know, if you have children. We can learn something from the children. Except sculpting. Probably they don't know sculpting that well. But other things, how to live, how to have fun, from the simple things. For example, I buy her a toy for $20, $40, whatever. It's not super expensive, but it's kind of toy, kind of not super cheap, because there are Chinese toys that you can buy for $1 or $2. But I buy her a toy for $20, for example, and she's playing with some kind of a package from some other thing. And I'm like, But yeah, children are like cats a little bit. They don't care how expensive is something. They just want to have fun, and then they know how to do it. Which is what I told you. We can learn from everybody. And I'm learning also from artists who are not that good. For example, like this girl, Aram Torkan, I think is her channel and her name, basically. And she's kind of going and probably finding some tutorials and learning them and practicing them, and then she's condensing them in one video, which is, I mean, very useful, you may say. That's nice. So I made this shallow so I can go over it without going down, but I probably should go down a little bit here and then go like this. And this down thing, if I don't do this, it will bite me in the butt. This time is butt. Why? Because it will not be able to kind of bake properly here the normal map and all the maps, it will be a problem, basically. That's why I think it's better to give ourselves a little bit more polygons and do it. It will be for our own good. But we'll see. I will make this, and then here I may do one like this, and then start to connect them like this. Triangles all over the place, it's okay. Don't worry about the triangles. Sometimes they're useful, sometimes they're not. This is okay, but I will move basically this in the middle. It will be a little bit more useful in the middle probably. Alright, so for this video, 40 minutes already, we have done a lot of things, a lot of work we have did, but we have a lot more. So I thought that this head will take me around 4 videos. Probably it will. 4 videos by 40 minutes, so 3 hours around that. But it's normal. Retopology takes time, and the head retopology takes almost the time that it takes for the whole other body except for the hands. And if we have, something like the chain, then the time of retopology is even longer. Because the chain will take us at least 1 or 2 videos, I'm not sure, we'll see. Hopefully no more than 2 videos, probably. I even have secret hopes that it will take 1, but we'll see. So my advice is, learn from everything and don't ever be so kind of proud to not learn from everybody. You can get anything from anyone. That's life. I mean, it's great. It's great that we can do this. Also, you can go and buy my courses. That would be amazing. But if you don't, that will be okay too, because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that if you bought them or not. Yeah, at the end of the month, I get some money from ArtStation, from Udemy, from FlipNormals. The most I get from ArtStation, by the way. They are amazing. I mean, let me tell you the scheme in there. So, from each course that I sell in Udemy, if it's from my promo link, which is in the bottom of my promo videos in my channel here, if you go from this link, I get around 95% of the money. So yeah, if you plan to get your course from Udemy, take it from the link in the promo video, below the promo video in the description. But if people are buying, just searching for my videos and buying them from the site, from the Udemy site, but just from the search engine there, I get like 20%, something like this. I'm not sure. Very little. Sometimes for a video that is like $12, I get like $2. Even sometimes I get like $1, which is kind of strange, right? But that's okay. I mean, this is the way I do it. The thing that I have a YouTube channel and I can promote my videos helps me to get a little bit more money. And in ArtStation, whatever I sell there, I get 90-something%. Doesn't matter from where, from what link or whatever, I get 90-something%. It's amazing. The percentage was high even before the ArtStation was bought by Epic Games, but after they bought them, the percentage even got higher. So basically, Epic Games as a company doesn't get too much money from ArtStation, from all the sales, I mean, in ArtStation. But the creators they get a lot of money. So Epic Games are kind of cool. I like them. They're making a lot of money with their games, yes. But after that, you can... I think it was Epic Games. Unreal Engine was theirs, I think. And Unreal Engine is pretty much free if you want to make a game. And of course, if the money that you earn from the game, the earnings, if they go around certain sum of money, maybe 50,000 or something dollars, or even 100,000, then they start to get some kind of percentage. I think that was the case with Epic Games, with the Unreal Engine. So you see, Epic Games are kind of a very cool company. One of the coolest companies in the world, I would say. Because back in the days, when I was like a little bit younger, maybe 10 years ago or a little bit more, yeah, Google was the cool kid in the block. A very cool young company. Now Google is a huge multi-billion dollar kind of enterprise. And when a company reaches that level, it has to kind of take care of its the people that have the shares, the shareholders. It has to take care of them. So it stops being a nice tech company and starts being a butthole company, basically. But that's the fate of every big company. Every. They have to always, for example, Tesla. Let's take Tesla, for example. Elon Musk is a very nice, I mean, it's a nice guy. I'm not sure, but he's a smart guy. He makes a lot of interesting decisions. But he always have to think of something new. So the shares of his company will keep being high. Because if he just leaves it and the shares start to go down, shareholders will be not happy. They will start to sell. Everything will start to go down. And yeah, the things are not that simple, but still, you know, all the companies that became big, they start to not think about the little guy. And that's why I plan to stick with myself. You know, I'm making my own courses. Some people are paying other people to make them courses, but I stick with just making my own. Why, you would ask? Why don't you pay somebody to do course under the Speedchar brand? Because I cannot trust anybody to make the right quality. I have a quality and I need to keep this quality, and I don't trust anybody to make it as good. Although, with the feedback from me, probably they will be able to do it. But first, I don't know if the guy has, or the girl has charisma enough. Second, I don't know if their English is understandable. Third, there's no third. I like to keep it for myself. You know, big business, when you start getting bigger, you risk start making it for the money and try to get bigger and bigger, and you lose something. You lose your identity, I guess. You think, I don't like to do this. I like to keep it kind of small and keep it only myself, and just to make enough money to live nicely. That's my goal for this, because making big money doesn't make big happiness. I've seen that. When people get a lot of money and they get basically everything they wanted, of course, without big planes or yachts or something, no. They just get few apartments and few cars, and they can get almost whatever car they want. they get depressed because there is what is more to live for. I mean, it's not good. I've come to the conclusion that what is worth living for and what is worth making all this for and the money and everything is for the kids. Of course, I'm not making the money for the kids. I will not leave probably anything except maybe if I can collect enough money to buy apartment. I can leave my daughter or my son apartments, but not too much cash. Cash is something that you have to earn. If you don't earn it, you will not deserve it first, and you will not be able to appreciate it. That's my understanding of it. So yeah, I understand people, and I got them, that are very rich and they don't leave almost nothing to their children, but they find them a job in their companies of the children. They start from a lower level and they get kind of claw their way up, which in my opinion is fine and kind of nice. But even finding them job in your company is kind of a big push, because I remember when I was young and I was searching for a job because I had to find a job in order to, I had to work for a living. And it was very difficult. And I finally found it not by registering in the job register or something. I found it by friends. Friends and family can help you with that the most. Okay, I think we are almost halfway done, which is great. But here around the ears will be a little bit complicated, and also, yeah, there will be complicated times when we get to the ears and stuff. But we are pretty close, by the way. Let's go to the ears. I like complications. Okay, this is not good. I mean, this will cut a lot of corners. Let me go and just disable in front. Okay. This could work. Here. And yeah, as I told you, my father, back in the days when I was kind of young, he had kind of a normal amount of money. He didn't have too much money. He was a military guy and he doesn't have too much money. But he didn't give me any money almost. I mean, I lived with, let's say, €0.50 a day, which is almost $0.50 a day. He gave me for school this kind of money. But he gave me in the beginning of the month for the whole month. So, how many school days you have for this month? And we go to the calendar and count. 20, okay. 20, here is 20 leva. Our money is called lev. And he gave me 20 leva, which are, in current rates, are around 1 lev is €0.50. 20 leva is €10. So he gave me €10 for the whole month. And when I go to school, I have to, for example, eat for this money and everything. And at the end of the month, I had in my savings, how many money? 20 leva, €10. Why? Because I didn't eat at school. I was kind of hungry, but I don't care. I just stayed in the classroom. Other people are going out. They're buying stuff from the little stores. I'm staying inside the classroom and I'm drawing, basically. Although I was in economics school, because my education is bachelor is engineer design. But before that, I was in economics school of economics. And yeah, basically I was studying accountant, I was studying some statistics and other stuff which I don't care about. But back in the days, it was kind of elite school, so I kind of went there. I was in a drawing kind of school, but only 2 years, 7th and 8th grade. After that, I was in economics, but I was always drawing. So yeah, I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was young and I didn't know what I want to do when I grow up. And also, there were no gaming companies in Bulgaria back then. The first gaming companies starting to appear around the time I was 11th grade, I think, or maybe 10th grade. And it was Bulgarian company that made the game Tsar. Some of you, if you are a little bit older, can remember this game Tsar was one of the first Bulgarian games, and it was amazing. I mean, I was blown away. It was a strategy game like Age of Empires and stuff, but it was Bulgarian game, and it was with nice graphics for the time. It has some functionalities which were a little bit different, because you can level up your heroes and stuff like this. It was pretty good. And I played it a lot and everything, but I never thought that I will make, kind of help making, of course. I'm not making games, but I'm helping in making those kind of games, which is great. So you never know how your life will turn out. And I'll have to finish this video. I think for one video, which is 56 minutes until now, we have done a great job of making the front part of the face, and maybe in the next video we will finish the back. Amazing. And we can go to... So with 2 videos we'll make the head. I can't believe it. Amazing. And we will continue with probably the teeth and this kind of things, and then go down. But remember, we have to make the weapon too. So yeah, it will be a little bit... yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I will have the patience to record everything and to make everything until we go to the UV part, because for some time you see the most difficult things, how I retopologize them. Then I can skip to the end of the retopology. I can make it just without recording it, and then I can make the UVs, but we'll see. Peace.